everybody. The Bocuse d'Or is the Olympics of food, and the two-day event is considered to be the most prestigious and grueling culinary competition in the world.
Gosh, who knew? Who knew?
I didn't.
Well, we are thrilled to be joined today by the representatives for Team Canada, Chef Keith Pears and his commis or junior chef, Joseph Mongillo. Welcome both of you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're so excited to have you here. We understand that you're actually leaving for Lyon, France in just 2 days.
Yeah, a couple
So
days.
you're getting ready for the big competition. You know, you've been there before to the Bocuse d'Or. What does this competition actually look like? Tell us about it.
It's kind of like what you said. It is the most prestigious and grueling competition there is in the world. 24 countries make the finals. And prior to that, there's a continental selection where we have the Bocuse d'Or Americas, and the top 5 countries make the finals from there. But there's also Bocuse d'Or Asia, Bocuse d'Or Europe, and Bocuse d'Or Africa as well. So yeah, we're just preparing for that. And there's a theme that's given to us, and the theme is paying tribute to the founder, Chef Paul Bocuse, who's from Lyon, and it's roe deer, foie gras, and tea. Whoa. So we have to make 3 showpieces. We have to make a venison and foie gras pie. We have to make a fruit garnish that's inspired and grown in our country as well. Cool. And we also have to make a secondary platter this year, which is 2 celery act showpieces, 16 celery garnishes, and a showpiece showcasing stone bass and lobster, and making a lobster samoan as well.
He's not hard at all.
Oh my gosh, all right, so these are some of the dishes that you made from the Americas competition, which was the continental qualifiers, and they look absolutely stunning and almost a little too pretty to eat. I just want to put that on a table and just look at it. That's incredible. Talk to us about the level of complexity that must go into making food of this level and the judging criteria for the competition.
Definitely.
Yeah, so the judging criteria is crazy. There's a 38-page rule book that we have to follow with everything that's outlined. But we're not just judged on how our food tastes. Of course, that's important, but it's also how Chef Keith and I work together in the kitchen, the cleanliness in the kitchen, our communication, our waste management in the kitchen as well. So, of course, the food has to look and taste good, but we have to work well together. And there's a kitchen jury and a tasting jury as well.
So you can't be yelling at each other in the kitchen.
No,
Is that true?
No.
No.
Wow.
No. What's considered yelling? How high can you raise your voice?
I mean, we just talk like this, but we have to. It's in a massive stadium, so there's thousands of people. Cowbells are going. It's just like the Olympics, so we have to speak loud enough to communicate. But we're not yelling at each other.
Okay, so how far in advance do you decide what you're gonna make, and how do you actually come up with the dishes you're gonna make?
So through our Chefs Canada network, we, from coast to coast across Canada, we do want to showcase our country and some of those ingredients that we have to offer, and also, myself as a chef and Joseph, things like that. So we do months and months of research and development, a lot of different failures ahead of us, until we reach a nice palate and taste that we are comfortable with, but also something that we think that will shock the judges' palate.
Wow.
Love it.
I'm curious, how were you both selected to represent Canada on the world stage? What was that process like?
So that process is a national selection, because it happens every 2 years. So 2023, there was a national selection, and in order to get selected for that, you apply through Chefs Canada. There's about 3 to 5 chefs who are selected, who, our vice president and president decide who they think would have the most potential to be the next culinary athlete. And they're, at our Restaurant Canada show, we then compete. And if you win that, then you get selected to represent the country. So I was fortunate to win that. And from there, we kind of group together and we decide to find, who's our coach going to be, who's our commis going to be, that kind of thing, and build that support team. And, the commis has to be under 22 years old on the day of the competition. So
how old are you, Joseph?
I'm just 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so the competition is at the end of the month, and I understand you're currently going through some very intensive training. So what does that look like? What does a regular day look like for you, both of you?
Oh, wow. Well, a regular day is a crazy day. So we do a lot of our practice runs. So we've done over 10 practice runs of what we'll be competing for in France. So it's just like doing a dance. We have to memorize our steps, memorize our movements, memorize our recipes.
Wow.
So all of the work that we've put into before January 27th, when we get to January 27th, it doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like
choreo?
It's like a dance.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like choreography.
It's like a ballet, like fluid, very.
We love
you
that.
want it to flow.
Well, I can't ignore the fact that there is an award sitting right here. And in fact, Canada won silver at the Continental qualifiers, which is a huge accomplishment. So Keith, how do we stack up? First of all, this is already huge. So congratulations for this, I would like to say. Silver. So how do we stack up to the other countries? What are our challenges? What are you looking for to win?
Our biggest challenge right now is probably funding. Some of the strong countries out there that are well known in this competition, have government and provincial funding, like the countries in Europe, even U.S. as well, who are heavily backed. So, they're able to become culinary destinations because of that. And it would be great if we're able to do that, because culinary food tourism in Canada, people need to know about that because they don't, and we have a lot of good things to offer. And another thing that would be great is to be able to have a Bocuse d'Or training center in Ontario, like some of those countries, because that way we can put more time towards that.
Fill the pipeline with talent.
Yes, exactly.
Well, why don't we put us to the test a little bit? We're going to head on
definitely.
over to a
Not
plating
nervous
station.
at all.
Not nervous at all. So, Keith and Joseph, this is a dish that you actually did in the Americas competition. So we're going to try our hand at putting together something here. So what are we going to be making exactly?
Yeah, so what we have here is a shrimp duo. This is what we had to make in New Orleans. And so if you want, this is our shrimp mousse at the bottom. We're
Okay.
gonna take this 3D printed mold that actually Joseph made himself. We're gonna stick it right on top.
This, okay, right
Right on top of the
Yep.
shrimp mousse. We're gonna take some shrimp tartare.
Yep.
That's been mixed with some finger lime, some shallot, a nice aromatic oil.
How
And we're
much
just-
are we putting in there?
We're just gonna place it and we're gonna fill it up to the top,
Okay. Across the whole thing?
across the whole thing.
Smells really good already. Oh, mine's a mess. Oh boy, I
Bringing
failed.
Melissa to the competition.
I am not. Don't bring me to the competition. Only as a taste tester. Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna take this little tool here called an offset, and we're just gonna push it down.
Oh, I was trying to do that
gently.
with a spoon. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
yeah.
gently, okay?
Yes.
And then we have another tool that Joseph made. We're just gonna push it on
This
top.
is brilliant, by the way.
Thank
Nice
you.
3D printing.
Thank you.
Mine's a hot mess, but whatever.
Oh no, it's looking good.
And then what
and then
happens?
We just turn it like that.
Okay, what did you just do?
Just a little turny.
Oh no, but I have to take. How do I take this off?
Then you
Push
just
it
lift
through.
it up. Lift it up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
And then you go
genius.
like this.
Well,
Oh, not bad.
Not
it's
bad.
pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
a
Not
little,
bad. Okay,
a little
okay.
fresh pomelo.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
A little fresh pomelo.
Do I get to eat it yet? No.
And then
then-
we're gonna take here just a little
Okay.
crispy brioche.
Okay, I'm just gonna copy you quickly so that we don't run out of time for Andrea's dish.
Definitely.
I'm doing
There you
this
go.
all wrong, but anyway.
That's okay.
Am I eating it yet?
It's still gonna taste good. You
No,
can
not
eat it.
yet.
Let's eat it.
Okay,
Let's
let's
eat
Look
it.
like that. That's
Let's
Okay,
eat it.
so-
Let's eat
okay.
it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, you guys continue.
Yeah,
I will
So
get
it is
eating.
our turn. Come on,
It's our
Jen.
turn.
We're
Let's
gonna
go.
show
Let's
them how
show
it's
it.
done. Make a little art with some crabs. So what's our first step? Let's
So
do
we
this.
have our crab and potato.
Okay.
So we can grab our crab mixture, just a
Okay.
little scoop, and then we're gonna put a little dollop in the middle.
Okay.
So we want to stack it nice and high because we like
We
the
want to
height
stack
of
high
it.
so people can see it.
You right?
Okay. Is that high enough,
Yeah.
Chef?
And then we can
Oh my
take
God.
a nice pair of tweezers,
Should be
Okay.
fresh.
your
Yes,
best
chef.
friend. I'll grab a little tweel
Okay.
and place it on top
Yes,
of the
chef.
I just want to
potato.
say my dish is amazing. It looks terrible, tastes amazing.
Yeah, Chef. How am I doing so far, Chef?
Amazing.
Okay.
And then just make it look nice.
And then just add a little
Add
something.
some flowers.
Yes, Chef.
Pretty.
Look at that.
And then we can garnish with just a dot of mayo at the end.
It's so pretty.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Really pretty.
Wait.
Here you go.
Okay, and just a dot.
Right.
Okay, let's see. This is where it could all go wrong.
It looks really nice, though.
And we have a dot.
You get it.
You know, my passport, I could come to France with you guys if you need
can,
it.
yeah.
We leave
Wow.
on Friday, so
I'm good to go. Don't worry.
This is so cool. We want to wish both of you the best
thank you.
of
Thank you.
luck.
Thank you.
We're rooting for Team Canada, everybody. All right, we're going to enjoy these gorgeous creations.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.